This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake that fire.
Wake your fuck ass up. Cross.
5 Sway in the morning, Shade 45. 36 minutes past the top of the hour. Citizens, I'm just going to bring you in on the great conversation that we're having here while the music is playing with the one and only Mr. Jesse Ventura. He is here, citizens. Now, we're going to get to the book because he wrote a book. Let me grab my copy over here. He wrote a book, Marijuana Manifesto, New York Times best-selling author. That's who he is. Congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
You were having this conversation while the music was playing, and you said to DJ Wonder, who's also one of the producers here in the show, you was like, so this is hip-hop, this is rap music. And Wonder said, yeah, and you started to say, well, it's not really my thing because I listen to Led Zeppelin. I'm just paraphrasing because I was doing something else while you were talking.
Jimmy gets in there too.
Okay. And then you said, well, then I find out that they stole all their music from Robert Johnson. Do you know who Robert Johnson is? I just got quiet because I was like, I'm not sure. I don't want to say anything. And then you said Chitlins. Then I was like, well, he had to be black. If he said the Chitlin Circuit, he had to be a black guy. Let's take a listen to Robert Johnson.
Well, down on my knees.
That was Robert Johnson, who allegedly created the music that Led Zeppelin stole.
Not only that, allegedly sold his soul to the devil.
Yeah. Well, actually, they did. I guess you shouldn't say they stole it, I guess, but when I listened to them, I got a thing with Robert Johnson, like 40 of his songs, and I'm listening to it when I drive to Mexico because I live there all winter off the grid. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden I hear the lyrics right out of the Led Zeppelin's The Lemon song, where it goes, squeeze me, baby, till the juice runs down my leg. I mean, that's straight out of Led Zeppelin's. And I looked at my wife, I said, my God, that's Led Zeppelin.
Okay, let's take a listen. Getting a music lesson today, citizens. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. This is why you pay for your Sirius XM. Wow. Now we got to get to the good part. So what is this sell your soul to the devil? Who sold their soul to the devil?
That's the legend of Robert Johnson.
That's how he got his talent, supposedly.
Supposedly, he sold his soul to the devil and that to make him the greatest guitar player in the world for that era. And then he died. And they don't know if he died because the devil came to collect, or they don't know if he was messing around with another man's wife.
Ralph Macchio did a movie called Crossroads in '86 that was kind of loosely based around the Robert Johnson fable.
Wow.
I'm right, aren't I?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know how I know all this stuff?
I want to know.
Well, when I won governor of Minnesota,
okay, I
was an independent, not a Democrat or Republican. And as governor, I went to my first Martin Luther King Day in the Minneapolis Auditorium. Or at the convention center, and the guest speaker was Dr. Henry Gates of Harvard, right? Well, when Dr. Gates got up, I was sitting on the table, and before he started his remarks as the keynote speaker, he looked right at me and pointed, and he said, "You're going to find out what it's like to be a black man in America."
Why the hell did he say that to you?
Because I did. I was independent. I had to deal with unjust government and the Democrats and Republicans and what they do to an independent to destroy you. Well, fortunately, when I got out of office, I then went and taught at Harvard. Well, Dr. Gates was on sabbatical at the time, but he had come back, and I saw him in the cafeteria at Harvard. So I walked over to him. I said, Dr. Gates, you remember Governor Ventura, remember me? He said, yes. I said, sir, I'd like to tell you that you were right. I think I know what it's like. And he stood up, hugged me, and smiled and said, I knew I was.
You knew he was right. What do you chime in on? What do you think is going to happen this November with Hillary and Trump? Who do you think?
Well, I'm voting for Gary Johnson, the Libertarian candidate. I don't vote for Democrats or Republicans either.
Right.
They've ruined our country, and they've been in charge for 150 years, and look at the mess we're in. It's time that we have more than two voices, and I've always maintained that. So I will proudly vote for someone rather than against someone. See, I think it's the wrong idea to vote against Hillary because you don't like her, or vote against Trump. Vote for someone. Who is it you want to be president? And with me, it's Gary Johnson first, it's Dr. Stein second, and I don't care about third. Because by the time it gets to third. So I'll proudly vote for Gary Johnson. I haven't voted ever for a Democrat or Republican. I even voted for John Anderson way back in '84 when he made an independent run.
Okay.
And see, one of the most traumatic things I faced, I'm a Vietnam veteran, and I enlisted in the Navy at 18. I got trained for a whole year. I was a member of the Underwater Demolition SEAL team. And at the end of my training, I deployed overseas at 19 years old to Southeast Asia and Vietnam. And when I came home, I was maybe 20, and I couldn't go up the street and drink a beer, and I couldn't vote for who ran the country.
Right.
So I looked at that and thought, this is child abuse. We send children to war because we don't give them the rights of being an adult, and so shortly in 72, they changed the voting age then from 21 to 18. But when I made my first deployment, I couldn't even vote.
Wow.
And in fact, got kicked out of a casino 2 days before I'm scheduled to deploy to Vietnam. We got kicked out of a casino in Las Vegas because we weren't 21.
Man, he's here. Man,
But you know what we
stories.
could do? You know what we could do? Now, this is before I was married and all that. We got kicked out of the casino because we weren't 21, but the shall we say the ranches, the women ranches,
The whole house.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You didn't have to be 21 to go there.
Yo, man, they take that.
21 to gamble, but get laid? Heck no. You can be under 21.
Man, 888-742-3345. Jesse Ventura is here telling great stories and giving us amazing information. If you want to chime in, talk to him. It's Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. Man, mark this date down. September 7th, 2016, Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. It's been a beautiful day. I'm not gonna kid you, man, Jesse. I woke up this morning, felt a little, a lot of stuff going on at home. I'm human like everybody else. You deal with the dog and your husband and your niece and your father and everybody. And I was just like, wow. We got a busy show today. We had Adam Nimoy coming by, son of Leonard Nimoy. Morris Chestnut and Regina Hall came through today. They're promoting their new movie, When the Bow Breaks. That comes out on Friday. Ratina Wesley just left here. She was in True Blood. She has a new show, Oprah Winfrey, Queen Sugar. That comes on tonight. Then I was like, wow. Then we had a guest DJ. Don't want to forget the DJ, Jesse. You got to remember the DJ.
Sure.
He came by today. He was talking. And I was like, man, Jesse Ventura, he has a lot of information. I got to gear up. And you see the room. It's pretty much empty today. Sway is traveling. He's back and forth in Miami doing another show. Tracy, the other co-host here in the show, she called out sick. Another producer's on vacation. It's just me and two guys here today and then the camera guy. And I was like, this is going to be a lot for us. But let's band together. We pray up and we'll get through it. I am absolutely blessed to sit here today with everything that I've been able to witness today and get to hear your stories. Unbelievable, and thank you for sharing the information that you have shared today. I feel blessed to be a part of it. And some of your heaviest days that you don't know that you could get through, or the days that the days you supposed to get through. Those
Yep.
are the days that you need the most. So thank you. We even ended up having a conversation about music while the music was playing, and you was telling me you go to Mexico, you read 17 books a year when you get off the grid and go to Mexico because there's no television down there. And you said one of the things that you discovered about music through reading was
that all American music, the United States of America music, originates from the black slaves and the black people who were brought here. To me, country, bluegrass, you name it, its origin is with black people.
he said it. 888-742-3345. Let's go to Brandon. You're in West Virginia. What's up, Brandon? Say what's up to my man, my brother, Jesse Ventura. Say what's up to him, Brandon.
Hey, what's up, Jesse?
Hey, how you doing, Brandon?
I'm doing awesome. Same thing today.
Yeah, man.
Man, I listen to the show every day. Heather B, you and Sway are awesome.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to tell Jesse that he was an awesome person. My dad used to watch him when he grew up in wrestling, and I've watched almost every one of his TV shows, and he speaks the truth.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Well, that's the reason I'm here is because I suppose we should get to it. I've written a book called Jesse Ventura's Marijuana Manifesto, where I'm calling for the end of the war on drugs and the legalization of marijuana. It's time. It was the major crop of the United States of America, even more so than cotton for the first 160 years of our existence. And it's jobs. It's an industry waiting to happen out there, and it is ridiculous that people are being put in prison because of their relationship with a plant.
Thank you, Brandon, for your call. You're a citizen of Sway in the morning. Let's go to John. John is calling from Mount Crisco. Good morning, John. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Anthony? What's up, Jesse Ventura?
Man, I'm having a good day so far. Jesse's here. I feel like I'm going to have a drink after this, man. I'm just going to just top it off. Shit, I might even smoke some weed if Jesse convinced me. What's going on, John?
Ain't shit, but I had to call in when he touched on the independent thing, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
I think that's what's ruining this damn country. This Democrat and Republican crap nonsense.
Well, it's a two-party dictatorship.
Flushed out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It has to be flushed out. Everybody should be on the independent thinking, not Democratic thinking and Republican thinking. How are we supposed to move forward, you know?
You're exactly correct. And plus, look what they've done to the system. They've turned the system into a complete system of bribery. You pay money, you get audience with them. I'll tell you this. When I ran for governor of Minnesota, I only raised $300,000 to be the governor of Minnesota. I actually made more money doing the job than what I spent to get it. I'm the only elected official in 100 years who I believe can make that statement.
Wow, man, yeah, I might smoke weed. Chase, what's up? You calling in from the DMV? How you doing?
I'm good, Heather B. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there, Chase. Man, it's a good day, Chase. It's a good day.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
it is.
Say what's up to Jesse.
First time caller, Jesse. What's up, man? I heard you on the radio. I had to give you a call.
Thank you. What's up?
Hey, well, I got a question about. I used to watch your show a lot, and I want to know if you have any insight in terms of what's going to happen in 2016. There's going to be another financial crisis coming.
I don't know, but you always run that risk because we don't really know what it is they're pulling on us most of the time, and these are the power brokers of the world. I never really believed there were people out there, but I'm starting to now. In things that I'm watching and things that come down, that there's this globalism out there of these ultra rich people who really and truly, I think they send us to wars, they manipulate us, because all wars are never fought for the real reason. Mm-hmm. You know why we're in Afghanistan? Well, I found out about 3 months after we got there, the largest vein of lithium in the world is there. Well, what do you need lithium for? Lithium you need for every cell phone and computer in the modern day world. So, what do you think? Some Marine was patrolling along and tripped over the lithium and said, "Oh, look, lithium." Mm-hmm. So that's why we're in Afghanistan. We're in the Middle East because we want the oil. It's plain and simple.
Wow. Well, as a a vet, you fought in wars, and you're a football fan as well.
Sure.
What do you think about Colin Kaepernick? We cover it here.
I fully, as a veteran, as a governor, as a proud United States citizen, I fully agree with Colin Kaepernick's right to protest. You don't have to agree with him to respect his right to do it. And he if that's how he feels, he has the right to do that, and that's what I fought for this country for. If you take away that right, then we're no different than any other fascist dictatorship throughout the world. I have no problem with what Colin Kaepernick's doing. You saw when he had the full Green Beret standing with him, the guy who wrote that column,
Right.
because he felt the same way also. And I think these people that talk about that, notice the ones that protest the most are the ones that never were in the military.
Good point. Good point.
they're-
Wow.
It's kind of like the abortion issue. Notice it's the men who are the ones who are most anti-abortion.
Wow. Jesse is here. Sean, you want to say what's up to Jesse? You calling in from Georgia. Good morning.
Yo, what's up, Heather? What's up, Jesse?
Hey, what's going
man,
on?
we hanging out. How you doing, Sean?
I'm a truck driver and I'm a citizen.
Man, we appreciate you. Love you for that, Sean. Thank you so much for your
Just drive
call.
the speed limit, Sean. Don't go too fast.
Yeah. I had to chime in on a few things. You know, Jesse, you know, you're very vocal. You speak your mind. And one thing I want to mention is about not only, you know, about the immigration thing, but about the prison pipeline.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I've been home from prison for 5 years, and it was hell trying to get a job. I paid my debt to society. I did my time. I come home, and every time I turn around, I get the door slapped in my face.
Yep.
And all I wanted to do was take care of my wife and my kids, but yet, you know, the felony thing kept coming up. And I didn't hurt anyone. I didn't kill anybody. I didn't rape anybody. I didn't do anything. You know, I was trying to hustle, scrape up a few dollars because working a regular 9 to 5 wasn't cutting it.
Sure.
But here it is, you know, being, you know, going through that, you know, I get to see firsthand how it's a business.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you're paying,
And it's worse now because they're turning it over to corporations. So when a corporation runs a prison, see, people need to realize this. Government's there to provide services. Corporations are bottom line profit making. That's the purpose of a corporation. So when everyone says, "Oh, privatize," when you take and privatize the prison, well, then the prison has to be at full capacity for the corporation to turn a profit.
Right.
So therefore, it's imperative for them to put you in jail so that you fill up the prison so the corporation can turn a profit.
And the corporations donate to the.
There it, and the
I got
you
it.
got
I
it.
got
The
it. I got
corporation
it. Donate.
donates to
I
the
got it.
politician,
I got
and you
it.
got the full circle going right there, right on.
Yeah, Jesse, let's just roll this blunt right now, baby. Let's get it popping. I'll come down to Mexico with you and get off the grid. You know what I mean? A lot going on. Jesse's book is called Marijuana Manifesto. Citizens, go get it. And this is not the first book he has written. He's written several books. Thank you, Jesse, for real. Just for your truth and just for your word and for your experiences and being willing to share them.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
I'll finish with this. July the 25th, 1970. Why is that an important date in my life?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
July 25th, 1970 is the day I saw Jimi Hendrix live, and I still know the date.
Wow. We're going to, as you walk out and we take this picture, we're going to hit him with some Hendrix, baby. We got to do it for you, Jesse.
All
we
right.
got to give you
do
some
I get
Jimmy.
Do I get my choice? Voodoo Child, Slight Return.
Thank you so much, citizens. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Adam Nimoy, for stopping by. Morris Chestnut and Regina Hall. Retina Wesley, so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming through. Our DJ, Gianni Lee, thank you for coming through. And the one and only Mr. Jesse, man, Ventura, I appreciate you so much. Citizens, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for watching One Shot last night. We have nothing left to say.
It's Sway in the morning, only
On Shade 45.